Hey everybody, guess what? Today is June 23rd, and you know what that means? It's time for a lawn update. To get everyone back up to speed, on June 13th, I had a monument application applied to kill off the rest of the ryegrass. It just came back after all the rain we had. We've still had a ton more rain. It's been miserable. We got like 3 inches in 13 minutes or 14 minutes today. It was absolutely insane. So June 13th, we sprayed the monument. June 14th, I filmed this. Oh, look at that. Look at those stripes. What do you have to say about that, Ryan Noor? Yeah, I had to, call them out a little bit with the stripes because those were looking fantastic. And after my beatdown last October. But let's flip around and take a look at it right now, today, the 23rd. This will give you all a fantastic idea of what a blanket herbicide application will do to the lawn. Also, all the little brown spots you're gonna see are where the rye was and thriving, but not anymore. Look at this. Big difference there from just 9 days ago. So it takes about, 7 to 10 days or so for the effects of monument to kick in, and it takes really about 2 weeks to do a full, complete kill. I may have to do a second application of that just to knock it out for good, but we'll see on that. So now let's get to the important bits. How's the grow-in going? Sure, the lawn doesn't look that great right now. However, that's all part of the plan. It's things you all need to expect when, one, you're establishing a Bermuda lawn from seed, doing a ryegrass overseed, or you just have like a big weed infestation. Because we're focusing on getting this filled in, one, trying to minimize plug usage, and number two, not applying freaking seed to your Bermuda grass. You don't have to do that. It fills in on its own. Who in the world would recommend that crap? Okay, so we're gonna start now along this fence area. This is probably one of the worst areas. It's where the McLean last year was tearing everything up. The ground is just really, really hard and nasty. It's freaking moist. Actually, it's gone beyond moist. It was moist and sticky, and now it's just saturation. It's moisty saturation. So let's come through here. It's filled in a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the footage from about 3 weeks ago so we can compare on that. I think I need to spin around though because we went the other way. But we have that there. This area is not filling in too well. What I refer to as the really, really big dog pea spot, it's almost filled in. It's honestly gone down, decreased in size by like 75%. So good job there. Okay, moving along. This area is doing okay. It's still has a ways to go, but the ryegrass was just, it took a hold and it was just preventing any of the Bermuda from spreading. So that was why I sprayed that monument. The MSM didn't take it out, the monument did. The monument just rammed it to it. This area is okay, but I had issues right here last year. So I may have to take a drastic measure there and actually plug some stuff or Who knows? But that area gets a lot of traffic with the kids coming over to the trampoline, things like that. Okay, on to back behind the pool. Again, this area really hasn't done much of anything, but again, let's take a quick look and compare. Moving on over to my little Tiff Grand experiment area. As you can see, most of the sand has kind of did its thing, worked its way in or washed away with all the rain we've had. But this area is doing really, really well. It's getting regular mowings now. These plugs here have increased in size, I don't know, probably 30% or so. But again, here, let's take a quick look back from a few weeks ago. What's really cool is this section here, it's doing really well. But this little bit here, I just took a little stretch of sod and just kind of wedged it in there to see how it would reshape an edge. It's doing really well. Super excited. This area is filled in a little bit. Again, let's look at the comparison. It's doing about what I would expect. Now this area here has done very, very well. It's filled in tremendously. Let's compare it with what it was a few weeks ago. But it's doing really, really well. I'm very, very pleased. Here's a different angle with all the dying rye. Down in here, I think I'm gonna have to do another application. Not entirely sure yet, but I probably will. Now I'm saving the best for last. It's really hard to tell right now. It looks like crap because the rain we had washed a ton of mulch down through it. So that's gonna take hours to clean up. The area in the swale where I laid that Tiff Grand, it killed a ton of grass. Wow, it's taken off. The original outer area is pretty much filled in. Everything is creeping along towards the edge. You can see all the water still running and draining. The rain stopped, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago. But this whole area is just filling in beautifully. So that's where we sit with the backyard. Front yard's doing good. I haven't had any issues with that this year at all, surprisingly. But this right here though, this just freaking baffles me. It's absolutely hilarious. Here's a little clip talking about ryegrass in this area. Absolutely, it's baffling.
It's a trip. I still can't get over this. This is
no,
hilarious. This is hilarious.
And that's kind of why I'm thinking, like, I don't want to keep it because it'll never fill in.
Right.
And then once the rye gets really stressed in August, it'll just put a hurt everything else.
Yep.
So we're gonna kill it.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing at Hardin Valley's football field. Mm-hmm. Is they were putting a pound a week of urea on it. And to the point that it actually killed the Bermuda. The ryegrass would go dormant. It would rain, the ryegrass would green back up, and the Bermuda wasn't. It was the damnedest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Okay, we're in the side piece now. The ryegrass is doing fantastic. I have switched to mowing it with the rotary. I want to see how long I can keep it alive. Just one of those little interesting things. What'll happen? Because if it does well, I have some plans for this area in the front yard. But it's all dependent on the ryegrass and how well it does. I still haven't done any herbicide treatments to kill any of the weeds, but I'm going to do that soon. I'm actually just kind of waiting for a nice hot day without a lot of rain because I want to show everyone the effects of applying an herbicide when it's way too hot out to a cool season grass and how you can scorch it. My biggest challenge right now is though the weather. The way it's been though these past few weeks, it's rained most of the time in the afternoons, in the morning. It hits whenever. It's kind of like Florida right now. So that's prevented me from actually getting certain things done. I'm hoping today, if I can get my other chores done, I'll be able to get another round of fertilizer put down. The grass has been out of regulation for quite some time. It was out of regulation on the 13th. The Monument app actually acted as a growth regulator though and slowed things down a little bit. However though, with the rain, it's still, when I mow, I'm taking off a whole lot of clippings. So I have to get growth regulator back down. Hopefully I can get that down today along with the fertilizer, and that'll kind of help things along. I'm fortunate that I was out of regulation because it allowed any damage that the Bermuda sustained from the herbicide to grow through quickly. So that is a plus on my side. I'm actually going to start plugging some of the Tiff Grand now though up into the lawn. The rain's actually made it sort of ideal once it dries out just a little bit, because right now it'd just be plugging mud. We're going to put plugs in all through here, back in that area, and then down in the swale just to kind of help it spread and get things going. I'll probably put it throughout the yard because over near the trampoline, I got a good little look the other day of the differences between this hybrid Tiff Grand versus the seeded Yukon. And wow, there's a big difference, which again will be why you don't overseed Bermuda grass. You're gonna see those once I get all these plugs established, because I'm sacrificing my lawn so you all can see why you don't overseed your Bermuda grass like someone tells you to. So there it is behind me. It looks like crap, but it's not gonna look like crap for long because I know what I'm talking about. So I hope you all really enjoyed this lawn update. Stay tuned in about 3 weeks from now. So that's like July, I don't know, 13th through 15th, sometime in that range. We're gonna take a look again, see how everything's progressing, because it's made some pretty good improvements. It's gonna make more. Until next time, hey, it's Real Low Dad. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring the bell, and we're gonna see you again really, really soon.